Hello, my name is Ilias Berberi, and today I'll be presenting my research on hummingbird flight unpredictability. Unpredictable movement is a behavioral strategy used by prey to escape predators and even by predators during pursuit. Although research has explored the extrinsic drivers of unpredictability, including predator detection and cues, little is known about the intrinsic drivers, such as the morphology and biomechanics. This leads us to the main research objectives of our study. We first attempted to quantify unpredictability of flight in hummingbirds during the presence of a threat. We also wanted to determine whether unpredictability is related to an individual's biomechanical maneuvering performance during flight. We have high-resolution 3D tracking data on flight behavior for 207 hummingbirds across 25 species. The presence of a threat was represented by human observers just outside of the see-through enclosure. These data provide incredibly detailed insight into the flight behaviors of hummingbirds under threat. For example, we use coordinate data to calculate the positional entropy of individuals as a numerical representation of unpredictability. We can also quantify unique maneuvers these individuals perform during their trials. We calculated a total of 12 performance metrics on 7 maneuvers categorized into 3 groups of translation, rotation, and complex turns. Here I present 4 of those 12 metrics and how we can extract performance information using the tracking data. It's important to note that high performance in each maneuver relates to specific biomechanic features, such as wing morphology or muscle capacity, and can therefore provide insight into the intrinsic mechanisms of unpredictability. To determine how these maneuvers relate to unpredictability, we modeled unpredictability as a function of each performance metric, generating 12 unique models. The figure on the left presents effect sizes which summarize the association between each performance metric and unpredictability, as well as 95% credible intervals. A positive association indicates that higher performance for that maneuver metric relates to greater unpredictability. Significance is represented by credible intervals which do not cross zero. We see that performance metrics for translations and rotations are significantly related to unpredictability, while complex turns show weak evidence for relation. A surprising result is the contrasting effects of velocity and acceleration. Although velocity and acceleration are positively related during flight, they show contrasting relationships with unpredictability. To explore this result, we plot each individual's trial average velocity and acceleration together. In this graph, we color-coded each point to correspond with trial level entropy for each individual, where blue represents predictable movement and red represents unpredictable. By doing so, we see a clear pattern among the data. We see that the most unpredictable individuals fly with high accelerations while maintaining relatively low speed, suggesting a trade-off between speed and unpredictability. These results are just a small sample of our research on hummingbird unpredictability. If you have any questions on this research, please get in touch. Thank you for listening.